What's up, gamers? Steve and Adrian here with
What's
another GG video. This is going to be a deck tech. Explain, Adrian.
Well, recently we've had quite a few newcomers to the Game Garage, and we figured it would be good to do both a deck tech and a bit of an informational video wrapped up into one. In today's deck tech, we will be going over Steve's Goblins list, and the main reason we chose this list is because it segues into our informational topic for today, the mana curve.
Yes, very important in a lot of decks is a mana curve, where you want your deck to peak at and where you want it to end at. And Goblins is a great example of that. So we'll jump straight into that. We'll go ahead and give you some visuals here. Now right here, you'll see my peak is 1 drops. That's where Goblins are. That's where they want to be. They want to turn 1, hit you. And then they're going to mellow off. By turn 3, if I'm not winning, I'm probably losing. And it's got very little late game in there. And chances are I won't get that far. But if I do, it's going to be Krenko Mob Boss, and he will token spam. And that's just in case I am making it that far. But that's where I want my game to end. Right there. Is that 4 drop. And this is where I want to peak. And this is where, if I'm not winning, I'm going to be losing. And then we'll go ahead and go over the actual deck itself. As with any Magic deck, I run all my decks based around math, the chances of drawing something when I need it, and everything in this deck is pretty much 1 drop. So I have 20 1-drops, hence is why there's only 18 mana in this deck. I could get away with 16, but I like to have that extra draw ability of having a mountain every now and then, just in case I do make it to late game Krenko. But we have Fanatical Firebrand, Goblin Guide, and yes, I am running the old school Zendikar set. Legion of Loyalists, Raging Goblins, that's one of my favorites. It's old school, don't make fun of me. Lightning Bolt. Then we go into our 2 drops. We got Goblin War Driver, Warren Instigator, Goblin Oriflame. And then our 3 drops, Chieftain, Goblin King, Krenko Street Kingpin. This is one of the newer ones. It's pretty good. It's I prefer Mob Boss, but I like to run 2 of each. But that's pretty much the deck. With any deck, you want a good mana to what do you call it? Creature card ratio, whatever you want to call it. You have any other thing you want to add to this?
Not really. I feel like we've covered pretty well the mana curve, and we managed to fit in a deck tech on your Goblins.
It's just something real simple. It's straightforward. Figure out where you want to play your deck at, where your deck's going to be the best. And like I said, Goblins peak at 1, and then they just drop off from there. For a mid-range deck, you'll probably start with Lobies in the 1 to 2 area, and then your peak will probably be 3, and then you'll mellow off from there. But this is just a great visual. This is one of the tools we use at the Game Garage, and that's tappedout.net. And you can follow me and Adrian on here. Also, Army on here. I think he's on here anyways.
He is, but he's under a really, really dumb name. I think it's like,
Yeah,
America.
America 99.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I'm there under Adrian X.
Yep. Jim Chu's on here also. I just don't remember which one's him. But that's pretty much some of the tools we use for our deck building. This gives us visuals. You probably all saw that competitive meter. It's not really accurate. It's it mostly goes off of what's been in tournaments and been widely played.
Prime example, if you put a commander deck on here and you don't have Sol Ring in there, you instantly lose 20% of your competitive meter. But you can put Sol Ring in a commander deck that's 98 land, 1 commander, 1 Sol Ring, and you'll still have a 20% competitive in there.
Yep.
It's a really weird meter. Don't be discouraged if it says your fucking deck is like 99% casual. Everyone's meta is different for everyone else.
Yep. And you'll see on here it has percentages. Those percentages are supposed to play into the competitive meter. Once again, don't worry about that. It's not really accurate, but it's there as a visual tool to give you somewhat of an idea. We can even go back to my deck list and let's pull up some of my first place winners. Blue Spirits. What's their competitive meter? 31%, but yet it's been first place several times. Let's pull up a third place winner. What it says about third place. So this third place winner is better than my first place winner, apparently. And what's another first place winner? Elves. Let's see how poor Elves is. 33. Dragons undefeated. Let's see what they are.
Not undefeated.
They're undefeated in tournaments. 38%. Yeah, undefeated in tournaments.
No, I beat it with Dinos once.
Not a full game.
Mm-hmm.
Not 2 out of 3.
Mm-hmm. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Whatever. And this is the new deck I was brewing. Burn. And because all the tournament play cards that are in here, like Lava Spike, Lightning Bolt, Vexing Devil, it's got that competitive meter up high enough. But I think there's I'm trying to remember what deck it was. It's pretty high on the competitive meter.
I think it might be. I don't think it's Red Devotion, is it?
Nah. Maybe it was Demons. No, one of them was pretty high. It was like
maybe 96%.
Maybe it was Life Gain. Oh, I don't got the meter set on that one.
Sometimes if a deck doesn't have enough views, it doesn't give it a meter for some reason. Maybe it was your blank deck because of that infinite combo.
We'll find it later. I was pretty sure it was Life, though. Well, that's pretty much it. This is a great tool to use. You can create your own decks here. You can search cards, put your description in, choose your format you want to play in.
They also let you test your decks before you buy anything.
Oh yes, that is a great tool because you can actually, what we do is we grab our tablets and we'll use our tablets to play. Let's show you Burn real quick. Go to playtest. So you have this hide hand feature. So when you are playing against someone, you have your tablet up, you can hide your hand, pull it up. That's a horrible pull. I'm going to mold that. Where's the mold button? Right there. Mold again. That's better. So we'll say I went first. My opponent just dropped a land. Well, I went first, so I dropped this. He just drops a land. I draw. This goes off. I drop this. We're going to burn him for 2. So turn 2, Zuri had 5 damage taken. Turn 3, he finally drops a creature. Well, we have, say that creature is a 3/3. We're going to burn it, and then we're going to hit him for 6, and then swing for another 2. So turn 3, 11, 12, 13 damage has already been done by turn 3. Turn 4, that's a good one. This will stall him. Whenever a player casts a spell with converted mana cost 3 or less, it deals 2 damage to that player. So that counts for me too.
Yep.
But this is a stall card. So when I am top decking Reckon, I throw this on the field. It gets them thinking. Gives me a chance to get something I need. That's kind of a crap pull. I can work with that. Work with that. But yeah, you get the idea. Use Tapped Out. It's a great tool. And if you have any questions, feel free to join the Facebook page, Game Garage, and follow us, and we'll help you as best as we can. Till next time, keep gaming.